And the first Prince Dola Journey and the author Indra Chaudhry and the illustrator the Nabil Nalbo and the audio it's me Daniel Febrian Mata. And a long time ago there was a prince, his name was Dola. He was engaged to a woman named Maru, but they had never met. Dola had two friends named Ribia and Sibia. They were sisters who lived in the palace. They knew how to perform magic. Dola knew that Maru lived in faraway place called Pinggal. Sometimes he would think about Maru. He wanted to meet her. Ribia and Sibia were jealous. Dola, let's play hide and seek. They said, I don't want to play. Dola said he was very sad. And why are you so sad, Dola? Ribia asked. I saw you saw magic. Sibia said she took out a magic box and performed a trick. Dola loved magic. His face lit up. When Sibia saw him magic, he forgot all about Maru. But very soon he remembered Maru again. I'm going to find her. He said, do not go. The sister said, you have never met her. You don't know her. Marrying someone you don't know is a bad tradition. You are right, but I still want to meet her, said Dola. And I do not think Dola will play with us after he meets Maru. Ribia said to Sibia, you're right. We should not allow him to go anywhere near her, replied Sibia. They start thinking about how to stop Dola from saying Maru. One day, a parrot came to the palace. It made a lot of noise. There was a letter tied to its foot. Ribia and Sibia took the letter and read it. And their prince, Aimaru, your prince, please come and see me. The letter read. Ribia and Sibia were very angry when they read the letter and hide the letter before Dola sees it, said Ribia. And Sibia tore the letter into many pieces. Then she imprisoned the parrot in a cage. And Maru waited, but the parrot never returned to her. She wrote another letter. This time she sent it with the help of a cow. And Ribia and Sibia read this letter too. They tore the letter into pieces. They put the crow in the cage with the parrot. And there were camels in the kingdom. They often went to Pigal to graze. These camels know about Maru. They may take Dola to her someday, said Sibia. You are right. They must be driven away, said Ribia, and Sibia chased the camels away, but one old camel stayed behind. And oh camel, my dear Maru, live in Pingal, could you please take me there? Asked Dola. Of course, I would be happy to take you to Maru, but we cannot tell Ribia and Sibia, said the old camel. If they find out, they will try to stop us. And Dola had always been suspicious of Ribia and Sibia, so he believed in the old camel words. And the camel said, you should play a game of dice with Ribia and Sibia. Play until they fall into a deep sleep. Then you can sneak out of the palace. Dola played this with Ribia and Sibia all through the night. In the early morning, the prince climbed on top and the camelback and rode toward Pigal. And where is Dola? Where has he gone? Ribia asked as soon as he woke up. And I think the old camel has taken him to my house. We must stop them, said Sibia. They took out a magic box and said, Abracadabra. On their way to Pinga, Dola saw Bush covered with wild fruit. Camel, stop and let me pick some delicious fruit. Dola said, hey, got off the camel and start picking the fruit. The camel was worried. I have walked this way many times in the past. There were no bushes here until yesterday. Ribia and Sibia must have used magic to grow them. They are trying to stop us, he said. Dola listened to the camel. They continued on their way. So soon they came to a nest of thorny branch. It was blocking the road. Dola sliced the branch with his rod until the road was clear, and Then the camel moved forward with Dola on his back, and Vibia and Sibia were following the prince and the camel. Looks, these footprints are traced, they are not far. Vibia said, let's move fast. Sibia said, gasping for breath again. Vibia took out a magic box and said the magic word, Abracadabra. And Dola and the camel reached a big market. All this food looks so delicious, I would like to have at least one bit, sighed Dola. The camel shook his head, let's not delay, the girls will be here and many minute now. There was no market here until yesterday. Vibia and Sibia must have used their magic to create it, but I'm so hungry, Dola. And said, then you better ask for something without getting off my back, said the camel, so scabbard hand and back foot of up to Dola. Without wasting any time, the prince and the camel moved along. Vivia and Sibia reached the market area, but Dola was not there. Enough is enough. Using our magic powers is not working. We must get to them immediately, said Vivia angry. She held the magic box in her hand. She closed her eyes and sighed, Abracadabra. As soon as Vivia uttered the word, the sister began to fly. And Ribia and Sibia found Dola just as he reached the river. They grabbed the camel by his tail and started falling backwards. The camel could not get away. Prince Dola, cut off my tail! Quick, yelled the camel. Dola cut off the camel's tail. Ribia and Sibia and the camels they fell in the river and were sped away. Dola and the camel and reached the other side of the river safely. And the old camel was in great pain. Dola bandaged the camel wound. There is nothing to worry about now. Their magic does not work on the side of the river, sighed the camel. Dola lay down on the grass while the camel dressed. After a rest, they continued on the way. Finally, Dola arrived to Maru's house. Maru was sitting in the courtyard. That's your Maru. Look how beautiful she is, sighed this the camel. Dola, welcome to Maru. I'm Prince Dola. I'm here to take you back to my palace house, he said. Maru was very happy to see her prince. One that day, Maru's elder sister had come to visit. Maru told her sister that Dola had come to take her away with him. I wonder when we will meet again, asked Maru's sister. And the sisters went outside together. They sat on a swing and sang songs of both joy and sorrow. And the next day, Dola and Maru returned to their place.